Big Three, Fantasy Alarm TV. I'm your host, Ray Flowers. Before we even get to that, fantasyalarm.com/winning, our 2015 NFL Draft Guide is available. Got to pick it up, folks. Lots of great stuff. fantasyalarm.com/winning for that. First number today is 5.0. As in the yards per carry mark in each of the last 3 individual seasons for Jamaal Charles. Now, it's been better than that, but the point is he's gone for at least 5 yards a carry the last 3 years, and that's almost impossible to do in this day and age in the NFL. Now, Charles is a great football player, certainly an RB1. 19 total touchdowns a couple of seasons ago, 14 last year. He has seen a reduction in his workload. He went from 70 receptions to 40 the last year. That's not great. I can easily see that number getting back up to 50. The question is, can he stay healthy enough to see the carry count increase? 206 carries last season after averaging over 270 the previous 2 years. Charles will score touchdowns, he'll catch passes, he'll rack up yards. Hopefully the ascension of Kelsey and the addition of Macklin will allow him to continue to operate. The question is, Charles, number 1 running back in the fantasy game? Number 2, number 3, he's in the mix to be the number 1 guy. fantasyalarm.com/winning, again, for our thoughts on where he should be drafted. Second number of the day is 21, as in the number of carries the last calendar year of Adrian Peterson. Now, Peterson's a beast. We all know that. At least 10 rushing touchdowns each of his 7 NFL seasons. In 6 of those 7 years, at least 1,200 rushing yards. The only time he missed out was when he played 12 games in 2011. He's a monster with the ball in his hands. Norv Turner likes to use his running back out of the backfield. Does that mean Peterson gets 45 catches for the first time? I think that's possible. Adding his work on the ground, as well as the ability to help as a pass catcher, and he's an RB1 in the fantasy game as well. Can he come back from a year off without any hiccups? Everyone assumes he can. Maybe he can do that. Adrian Peterson, a unique athlete, remains to be seen, though, if that time off helps or hurts. Logically, you think his body's healthier, it helps. But guys that take a year off in football don't always come back as the same player they were previously. And then the final number of the day is 1, as in the number of running backs in the history of the Green Bay Packers. Pretty good organization. To have 1,100 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns in each of their first 2 NFL seasons. Eddie Lacy, obviously, is the guy we're talking about. 4.4 yards a carry in those 2 seasons. He's a monster. 24 touchdowns in those 2 years as well. 35 receptions as a rookie, 42 as his second-year player. Aaron Rodgers is there. You've got Nelson, you've got Cobb, you've got that great passing attack. Because of that passing attack, there's obviously help that comes to Eddie Lacy because defense have to play the team very honestly on that side of the field. But there's also this fact that it's hard to envision Lacy seeing a huge improvement in his production because the team is so effective passing the ball. Lacy's an RB1. He's someone you draft for safety. He's not someone that you draft expecting to be the number 1 or number 2 guy in the fantasy game. That is not likely to happen in 2015. Ray Flowers, Fantasy Alarm TV. Don't forget to visit us for that draft guide. fantasyalarm.com/winning. Talk to you all again soon.